Catherine Isbell, in case you don't know me, and I usually teach yoga at the Wiley Rec Center. But since the rec center's closed, I've been having to do a lot of yoga at home. So I thought I would do this short, about 15-minute long chair yoga demonstration, because I know I'm getting really tired of being seated for long stretches of the day and feel like I just need to exercise from time to time. So basically all you need is a chair, and I'm still in my regular work clothes, but I will take off my slippers, if you'll excuse me. And you can leave your shoes on if you want. I just always practice yoga barefoot. So the first thing you want to do is just come forward in your chair just a bit. You want to be nice and straight and tall, not leaning against the chair. And we'll just have our hands resting lightly on our thighs and just begin to find yourself in a seated position. Let the shoulders drop down away from the ears. Begin to take in the breath, and you can close your eyes here. Try to relax through the jaw and just find yourself taking a few deep breaths deep into the belly. And try to have your inhales and exhales the same amount of time. And just let this serve as a transition to drop the work and take your break. And take a couple more breaths here. And then you can open your eyes. We're going to inhale the arms up overhead, exhaling down through heart center. Next time you open the arms up, try to take them back nice and far so you're opening up through the collarbone, exhaling down through heart center, inhaling up, exhaling down. Hands back to the thighs. We're going to take what's called cat-cow here. So as you inhale, neutral spine. On the exhale, draw the belly button in. Begin to roll the shoulders down. Drop the chin to the chest. On the inhale, you're going to fill everything with air. Again, a big stretch through the collarbones, bringing the chin up, chest up, head back. Exhale. Really trying to squeeze everything out. Inhale, really trying to bring a lot of fresh oxygen in. One more time, exhale. And inhale. Back to neutral spine. Inhale the arms up overhead. Bring them down in front of you. Interlace the fingers. Turn the palms out. And really push through here, getting that stretch through the back. On your next inhalation, take the arms up alongside the ears. And again, push the palms towards the ceiling. Now really keep the belly drawn in to stay strong through the core. So again, down. Bring the hands forward. Palms out. Inhale up. See if you can take the hands a little bit beyond the ears, behind the ears a little bit, really looking for a nice big stretch. And one last time. Interlace, push palms away, inhale up, taking them a little bit beyond the ears, breathing here, and then releasing. Take a breath in and out. Going to work into a side stretch, so taking your right hand and just gently holding onto the chair, inhaling, left arm up. Give another big inhale, stretching through the side body, and as you exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, stretch again, exhale, fold into it a little bit more, but really keep your bum grounded so you don't topple out of your chair. And if it feels okay for the neck, you can turn and look up at the ceiling, but only if it feels okay for the neck. Release down, and opposite side. Inhale up, one more inhale to stretch. Exhale, leaning off to the left. Keep working with the breath here, turning gaze to ceiling if that feels okay. Releasing down. We're going to continue with stretching our side. So on this one, you're going to take your right hand. Go ahead and heel toe the ankles and knees together. Right hand's holding onto the outside of that left leg. We're going to use that grip to turn the chest to the left. And then if it feels okay, you can open up the left hand behind you. Gaze follows at the thumb, if that's okay with your neck, or just gazing down at the floor. Keep trying to turn that chest up, really breathing in. And then we'll take the opposite side. This time the left hand comes down, grips the outside of the knee. Use that grip to rotate the chest to the right. Open up the right hand. Gaze can follow. And coming back to center. Nice big breath in and out. Once again, inhale the arms up. Bring them down to cactus arms. So on this one, we're going to exhale, bring the forearms to touch. Inhale, take the elbows behind us. Exhale to touch. Open up. Now you can add that cat-cow movement, so coming into more of a curved spine, stretching the entire back, and lifting the chest, lifting the head. Exhale, curl into it. Inhale, open up. Nice big breath. Last one. Exhale and inhale. Bring the hands back. Now we're going to take a chair twist. So on this one, you're going to turn sideways on your chair. You're going to take your hands to the back of the chair. This hand is going to be pushing, and this hand is going to be pulling. So no movement happens except for when you exhale. So right now you're breathing in. When you begin to exhale, you push, pull, and again, turn the spine, turn the chest. Stopping, take another big breath in, exhale, see if you can get a little bit more. Maybe gaze comes over the shoulder. Breathing here. Now the breath may be slightly constricted in this deeper twist. And you may find yourself moving just a little bit more. And then release. Maybe a little counter twist here. Coming back. Come onto your chair. And again, this is just to keep stretching our upper back, low back. So you're going to inhale your arms up. Cross one arm in front of the other. Grab the outside of the chair. Take a breath in. Exhale. Pull your arms, pull forward as you're trying to move the spine away. On the inhale, again, pulling as you lift up. Exhale, that same cat-cow breath we've been doing before. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Neutral spine. Inhale the arms up and cross in the opposite direction. Once again, exhale, pulling your shoulders towards the chair as the spine rounds away. Inhaling, exhaling, really trying to get that stretch through the upper back. And last time, neutral spine. Coming around to the opposite side of the chair, preparing for our twist. Again, hands on the back of the chair. This one is going to pull, this one's going to push. Take a breath in, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Again, gaze can come over the shoulder if that feels okay, or just keep your head forward. Your choice. Give yourself a couple of breaths here. See if you can get that belly button to spin just a little bit more. And then release. A little counter twist if you wish. Coming back to the edge of your chair, we're going to extend the left leg and just point and flex. Then moving into ankle circles, going in both directions. Pulling the knee into the chest and crossing that left ankle over the right knee. Now you're going to have to move that right leg, foot out just a little bit because you want everything to be at a right angle and you want the knee right over the ankle. So for some people this may be enough, and this is an important stretch because it allows us to stretch those hamstrings, thighs, buttocks, hips. something that gets very tight when we stay seated a lot. These areas just begin to atrophy without stretch. So for some people, this may be enough. To add more, make sure that that left foot is flexed. To add a little bit more, you can place a little bit of weight on that knee. There shouldn't be any pain in the knee. You should be feeling this in the hamstrings, possibly moving into the hip. And breathing into it. Now, if you want more and it feels okay, you can begin to bring more weight. So resting the forearms on the shin gives you a little bit more weight. Or if you feel comfortable with it, you can release the whole torso over the shin. So the more weight you place on this, the more you're going to feel it. But this is one of those poses that you just need to stop and breathe. Try not to come in and out of it real quickly. Just give yourself a lot of time to ease into it. Coming up, extending out, maybe wiggling that foot a little bit more, pulling the knee in, and then letting that left foot come down. Extending right foot out, pointing, flexing, really stretching the top of the foot and the heel, making those ankle circles, both directions. Bringing the knee into the chest and then crossing right ankle over. Again, take that left foot out just a little bit so that our knee and ankle are lined up. Flexing the foot if you wish. Placing a little bit of pressure if you wish. Adding a bit more. And possibly letting the whole torso drape over it. And you may notice one side is tighter than the other. Maybe you can do this on one side, but not on the opposite side. Coming up, extending out, making some movement, pulling knee into the chest, and coming back to your seated position. Now we're going to take our hands to our shoulders and make some shoulder circles. 3 in each direction. I'm just being very intentional about this. Dropping the hands, maybe doing some shoulder shrugs, trying to drop it way down, up and down. Now we're going to work on our neck. So remember, the neck is we need to work with this very gently, never try to force your neck. So I'm going to drop my right ear over my right shoulder. And again, the goal is not to mash the ear to the shoulder. The goal is to feel a stretch through this left side of my neck. And I'm just breathing into that side of my body. And maybe the head drops a little bit more, maybe not. But I'm trying to keep my shoulders down. I'm going to inhale up. And exhale to the opposite side. So this time left ear over left shoulder. Stretching out the right side of the neck. And again, you'll feel a difference between one side and the other. And inhale up. Now we're going to do that again and add just a little bit more. So again, tipping right ear over right shoulder. This time we're going to release the left hand out and really try to stretch through the arm, stretching the fingers to the floor. So now we're going to feel that stretch moving to the top of the shoulder. And just find a good stretch for you. And then bringing yourself back to center, tipping ear over shoulder, this time releasing the right hand out. Really reaching those fingers down to the floor. Back to center. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, just roll down, chin to chest, spine rounding. Maybe taking the feet a little bit wider, letting the head drop between the knees, releasing the arm. And again, just shaking, nodding, circling the head. Rounding back up. feet together. And again, take a big breath in and a big breath out. Now to end the practice, just come back to what we did at the beginning. You can just simply sit, eyes are closed, let these areas soften, let the jaw soften. And now as you're breathing, just observe any changes you might have felt. And really fill the belly with air, releasing on the exhale. So you can just stay here for several breaths. Or if you would like a little bit more, you can do a modified legs up the wall. So for this one, you're just going to put your calves on the chair, coming down to the floor, and just letting the arms release alongside the hips. Now this is great, especially since we've been sitting and standing, and it allows fresh fluids and energy to come into our lower extremities. So just giving yourself a few breaths here. So you can stay here as long as you would like. Normally when I practice yoga, I take a 5 to 10 minute shavasana at the end. And you felt you spent enough time there. Coming back up and offering gratitude to yourself and sending that gratitude out to all around you. And inhaling the arms up overhead, breathing in peace and relaxation to take us forth in all our daily activities. Namaste, which simply means thank you. So thank you for sharing this time with me.